Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. My name is Dr. Dare. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like it, share the video. I need you to subscribe though. I'm looking at my numbers and they're not what I'm seeing as you're viewing the video. So please don't forget to subscribe and like and hit the little bell so that you'll get the content. You'll know when I'm uploading another video. So I hadn't planned on doing a video today or a show today, but something ran across my YouTube channel that struck me, and it was Rodney Reed, Rodneyreed. They're planning to execute him in the state of Texas on November 20th. There was a murder committed in 1996 of Stacey Stites. She was raped and then murdered, and they allegedly Rodney Reed did this murder. And the more I'm listening to the videos, I start hearing new evidence that was being presented by, like, there was a co-worker who said that Stacey admitted to having a relationship with Rodney. There was other co-workers who saw Rodney and Stacey together, and Rodney admits this. He's like, that is why you see my DNA inside of her, because we did have a relationship. But he says back in those times, and a lot of the people who were bringing the evidence, back in the times, and I think it's Bastrop, Texas, and in the United States, not just Texas, it was kind of taboo to be in an interracial relationship. So it was kind of kept quiet. And so Stacey, a little background, Stacey Stites was married to Jimmy Fennell. Well, not married, that was her fiance, and he was a cop. And she was about to marry him, and one of the co-workers came forth 20 years later or something like that while Rodney's in jail and said that yes, Stacey talked about being in a relationship with Rodney, and if Jimmy Fennell, a cop, would have found out, he probably would have killed her. So let's give a little background of Jimmy Fennell. Jimmy Fennell has behavior patterns. And you know I'm always talking about behavior patterns in my videos. Well, Jimmy's behavior pattern was he was accused of kidnapping and improper sexual conduct. So for me, as a therapist, I'm always look at that person's behavior pattern. What has it been in the past? Because that's going to be consistent. And so, not saying that he raped her. I don't know. All of this is allegedly accusations. So we're going to put it that way. But there was just a lot of new evidence. Like there was a researcher or investigator saying that the time of Stacey's death couldn't have been what the police reports and stuff were saying, because her body had already started to deteriorate, which means she was dead longer than what they were saying on the police report, because the lawyer or the defense for Jimmy Fennell was saying that there's no way Jimmy could have gotten from point A to point B in this matter of time to commit this crime. But there's just a lot of, my point is for this whole video is there's too much information that has not been, that's coming out now, that needs to stop this execution on November 20th. There's a lot of celebrities I know. I think Rihanna tweeted in. I think Dr. Phil actually did an interview with Rodney at the prison. And then, so there's a lot of celebrity involvement in this. I've kind of jumped around the internet and saw a lot of celebrity involvement. I'm no celebrity. I just know when I went as a juror, and the thing they told us is that you have to prove this person guilty without a reasonable doubt. So if there's all of this information here, you know, that's coming out, I think you should pause the execution, Governor Greg Abbott in Bastrop, Texas, because you don't want that on your hands, that this, you know, man could possibly be innocent of this crime, and it could just be the husband of of Stacey Stites is getting away with murder, and then you're about to take someone's life, because there is a lot of doubt. again, I don't want to make this a long video. I'm not saying anybody's innocent. I'm not saying anybody's guilty. I'm just saying now we have new facts. We have DNA that's showing that there's no way possible he could have did this because they didn't test the weapon at the time. There's a lot of stuff that, just like there's two cops who were supposed to be kind of investigating. One was on the scene first, he died mysteriously. And then there was one who was conducting his own personal investigation, and he died mysteriously. And so the wife of one of them said that he claimed that Jimmy Fennell was the murderer. There's a lot of inmates, that's where I was going. There was a lot of inmates that were in jail with Jimmy Fennell saying that he committed this crime as well. So on that note, just another investigation should be conducted. I know there's double jeopardy and all of that, but do you really want to execute someone and you don't know if they're really guilty? That's what I'm going to leave you with. That's my little piece of this thing. And I didn't even want to make it about race. The only thing, the race perspective that I would have looked at is just that it was taboo in those times in 1996 to have an interracial couple. That's the gist of it. I don't want this to be towards racism. I don't want this to be towards cops. I don't want this to be towards any group. I just want, if somebody's innocent and there's some doubt that they're guilty, then revisit that before you just execute them. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Dr. Dare Show. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And Rodney Reed, if you ever get a chance to look at this, I hope you get another chance to tell your side of this story. All right, and rest in peace, Stacey Stites. My condolences to the family. You know, I'm not taking away any of that. But again, thank you for listening.